If you're planning to visit the UK or even planning to move here, I can guarantee that within the first 24 hours after your plane has landed, you will hear one of the phrasal verbs I'll mention in this video. But before we dive in, hi, I'm Rebecca. I'm a TESOL certified tutor with more than 4 years experience teaching students from all around the world. I was born and raised in a town just outside London, and today I will take you through 8 phrasal verbs that we love to use in British English. So let's get started. You probably know the first phrasal verb on the list, which is wake up. This is one of the first expressions you learn when studying English. Wake up means to stop sleeping. For example, you could say, I usually wake up at 7 a.m. in the morning. Or if you see a classmate half asleep during an English lesson, you could say, wake up, mate. Now, let's say you've woken up and you need to get dressed for work. So first things first, you take off your pajamas. Take off means to remove something, like a t-shirt, trousers, or shoes. It was hot in the office, so I took off my jumper. But here's the thing. A plane can also take off, which means it leaves the ground. Our flight took off late because of the bad weather. In a different context, this phrasal verb can mean to succeed quickly or suddenly. Her Instagram profile really took off after one of her videos went viral. So, this phrasal verb has multiple meanings, making it super useful. Now, let's say you've taken off your pajamas. Now you need to put on your shirt, for example. So we use put on when it comes to dressing. I put on my shoes and ran out the door. But here's the twist. You can also say put something on the telly. This is where it gets very British. We love to say things like, shall we put on a documentary? Or let's put on something funny while we eat. So you can put on a show on the TV, like a series or movie. But you can also put on a show yourself. If you start dancing in your room or singing for your friends, you're putting on a show. In this context, to put on a show means to perform or entertain someone. So again, multiple meanings, all of them useful. Now, let's say you've put on the kettle and made your tea. You go to the fridge to grab the milk and realize it's empty. Well, in that case, you've run out of milk. Run out means something's finished. There's none left. I ran out of time, or she ran out of petrol on the motorway. It's a very common phrase in British homes. Now, let's say you're having breakfast, drinking a cup of tea, and you'd like to watch something on the television. So what do? You turn on the television. Turn on means to activate or start an electronic device. Can you turn on the lights? Or I turned on the oven to preheat it. Now, let's say you can't really hear the television. What do? You turn up the volume, meaning you increase it. Turn it up, I love this song. Or, can you turn up the TV? It's too quiet. But here's another meaning for turn up. Let's say you're brushing your teeth, fixing your hair for work, and suddenly there's a knock at the door. You open it and it's your neighbor. He's just turned up unexpectedly. So turn up can also mean to arrive, often without warning. He turned up at my flat without even texting me. Or only a few people turned up to the meeting. So Your neighbor turned up because he ran out of sugar and he's asking if you have some. You would probably tell him, of course, hold on a second while I get it. So hold on is a really useful one, and it means wait, normally for a short time. Hold on a sec, I'm just finishing this. Or, can you hold on while I grab my keys? We use it all the time, especially in phone calls or when someone interrupts us while we're doing something. After you've dealt with your neighbor and given him the sugar, you go back to the bathroom to finish fixing your hair. Then you look at the laundry and see it's a mess. Since you're running late for work, you probably think to yourself, I'll sort it out later. Sort out is a phrasal verb we use all the time in the UK. It means to organize, fix, or deal with something. I need to sort out my wardrobe. It's a disaster. Or we've got to sort out our holiday plans. Very British, very useful. So, these were the 8 most common phrasal verbs you'll definitely hear in everyday British English. If you want to see another video about phrasal verbs, leave a like and let me know in the comments. And if you'd like to build a solid foundation in English and learn with a native speaker, check out my course in the description below. Also, be sure to check out my website where I upload free lessons regularly. And make sure to follow me on TikTok and Instagram for some quick tips. I'll see you in the next video.